One will leave Cameron Indoor Stadium here tonight at 2 wins and no losses on the season. And we are underway. Duke with the opening tip. So the starting 5 for Charleston Southern. It's a very young team. Celeste Taylor, the senior, first basket of the night for the Blue Devils, and she gets the steal. Can't get it to fall. Awkward shot following that. Nice recovery by the Blue Devils, and then the left-handed lay-in for Lee Volker. 81-46 earlier this week.
And she's a transfer. She's a transfer from Oklahoma State. So she's played at a high level, seen it done at a high level, so she'll certainly help.
Nearly a steal and a fast break for Charleston Southern. Instead, baseline jumper, and Volker gets it to fall. There's Albin receiving the inbound. Distributing from the lane, and the three-pointer falls out of the hands of Zaire Hicks, the redshirt senior.
Here's the freshman Albin. She attacks the paint, spotted up behind the three-point line. That's Charleston Southern starting to figure out that press. Nice job getting through it, but then they've got to get into the half-court offense and executing that press is eating up some time off the clock.
And a three falls, Shemaya Lay.
She had 12 points and 4 rebounds in their opener. Shot 5 for 5 from the floor, 2 for 2 from the three-point line. She can put it in the basket.
Pump fake from Brown, gets a lane and a tough layup. Mid-range off the side for Albin. Brown the board, ahead to Taylor. A look up, and Oliver lays it in. Wow, baseline to baseline. And it goes back to the Blue Devils.
Nice shot fake by the freshman, though. She just got a little too far down there. Duke's got great size, great length.
Taya Corosdale
finds her teammate Corosdale for the nice open three.
And a nifty basket there for Day Wilson. Much improved from year 1 to 2.
Well, with this influx of talent and size and athleticism for Duke, as we see the block there by Mia Heidi. See, there's so many parts, and look at just beautiful timing on that block. Heidi, the transfer from Tulane.
Inbound goes down to the post. Corosdale swats it away.
That's great execution.
And here's Rei Richardson with her first touch, lays it in and gets her first basket. Off the inbound, Rei Richardson, pro hop in the lane, lost her handle briefly, gets the bucket and the foul though.
Going to be here in Durham for a long time. You can see the strong build she has. She stays with it, powers it up and finishes. I think we might see a variety of lineups, but it's really not who starts on this team. Everybody has a role, everybody knows their role, and they're downtown knocking down a three. Zaire Hicks
have fallen for them, all from distance. Here's a long one for Duke, and it rattles off the side for Day Wilson. She gets a second chance, and it's in. And that concludes the first quarter.
Just a side ball screen, nice show. Blue Devils defending the ball screen action well. Help side's way over.
The pass out, and another three ball.
Nice heads-up play, great pass, getting his feet set, ready to catch and shoot.
From the high post into Richardson.
Giving them very little time to operate in the half court.
Hicks with under 10 to shoot. Duke wasting no time. Numbers. Another layup for Rei Richardson.
Well, and feeding the post is an art. You know, when somebody has a high hand, sometimes you got to drop it down low, bounce it in.
Pass back, and the floater drops in for Jordan Oliver.
Multiple roles that she can play on this team on both sides of the ball, and it's one thing to have the talent, but it's another thing to have the intellect and understand each one of those positions and saying what a smart player Jordan Oliver is.
Another forced turnover, and what about that play?
She's one of only 5 ACC freshmen of the year in Blue Devil history. The last 10 years ago, Elizabeth Williams. It's been a while since Duke had that, and great job by Charleston Southern. That drive to the basket, said she's their returner, strong leader for them. Nice basket cut, and another and one, and the and ones are starting to add up.
There's another takeaway.
It's Alba Garcia, the freshman from Spain, and a beautiful
Corosdale
pass.
the lay-in.
Charleston Southern starting to unravel a little bit. Duke continues to share the basketball. Duke's taking away the driving lines. They're taking away the passing lanes, and every shot is contested.
Look at this one.
An opportunity for transition. Celeste Taylor with the leak out. And the scoring barrage continues for Duke.
Day Wilson, open look from distance. Offensive rebound, though, goes down to Taylor, and the turnaround is in. Reminds me of something that Kara Lawson mentioned to us. She talked about Oliver as one of those sneaky athletes as Jasmine Jackson gets that one to fall. Again, Blue Devils on the run. The no-look bounce. And Balagoon navigates the lane and banks it in.
Got to set good screens. You have to cut hard. The passes have to be strong. Oliver doing a nice job getting over that high screen, and there's the outside low post look. Certainly showing all the talent they have as Taylor launches it at the buzzer and gives Duke their 62nd point. So it'll be interesting to see what Charleston Southern chooses to do coming out of the locker room. They've played Benin man-to-man the entire game. They go back to the horn set, and yet another three. Jasmine Jackson.
Jordan Oliver out to Celeste Taylor. They work it inside. And Taya Corosdale unable to hit, but another chance. Lee Volker from mid-range. Shemaya Lay overthrows a pass in the lane.
That was one of the first offensive transition opportunities that Charleston Southern had, and they turned it into a turnover and an easy bucket on the other end for Jordan Oliver.
A dish out. Another tough contested jumper for Kennedy Jackson. How about that one? Palmed by Oliver. Forwards it ahead to Taylor for an easy basket. On her own.
She's starting the break with the rebound. Just giving you a little bit of everything, and that's what Coach Lawson meant when she said she can play every position and she can impact the game in so many ways. Nice position down low there. Go to different programs, you learn different systems, different philosophies. In addition to, she played her college ball at Villanova for the legendary Harry Perretta. She said he's still a mentor, he still calls, he watches her games. It's so nice to have. Duke defense, nice job, nice footwork by DeJesus. That's beautiful offense right there, though.
Shemaya Lay breaks the slump for Charleston Southern. Over 5 minutes without a field goal, and a quick answer on the other side. What a pass by Rei Richardson. Shea Bolin gets her first basket.
Shea Bolin, the freshman from Massachusetts, comes off the bench and scores. Duke still in their full court press.
That's a bit of a surprise, right?
You know, it's coaching philosophy. I like that, though, and that's part of their offensive philosophy. Attack and take the first available shot, as DeJesus making the most out of her minutes.
Forced up shot by Catherine Albin. And a pass ahead to Jesus. Gets the assist as it's laid in by Richardson. Charleston Southern, they like to go to Jackson. 25 of 31 from the stripe tonight. Sort of counteracting that 34 of 37 they allowed versus North Carolina A&T earlier in the week. Quick pull, and it's off back iron. Tori Gittins works her way in under the basket and gets the foul.
Seasoned defenders. People that can players that can defend at a high level. They've got depth, they've got more athleticism, they've got more height, a little bit of everything as DeJesus cleans it up and finishes.
DeJesus just rips it away and gets another basket for Duke.
Good look inside, nice.
Although it was tipped, Kennedy Jackson reels it in and banks it in. Coble with it. Working with Balagoon, who just muscles her way to that one.
2019 ACC Freshman of the Year.
Coble the steal. Streaking and banked in for another Duke make. Balagoon, wide open lane, too strong. Lewis there, and puts it through. 63-point lead. Another block. And another run-up for Duke. An easy lay-in as Volker Now into double figures.
Charleston Southern continues to spread the floor, looking for driving lines. Duke continues to close them up. Long range bucket and good.
Miss of a 3 for Duke coming up tomorrow night on ACC Network. USC Upstate visits the Blue Devils on the men's side. Albin, a cross up, and puts it in high off the window. Coble with her first make from deep. Albin out for another 3.
There's a lot of pieces you have to put together, and every game you put another brick in the wall.
There's Coble on the drive. Nice pass into the lane, and Lewis lays it in. At the Albin, making things happen. She had a couple of early fouls in this one. It's limited her time on the floor. And it's that one, a nice turnaround banked in by Bolin. Puts it off the front. Bolin gets the bounce.
That 1-1-1 on the scoreboard very often. 111 points in this one. 61-point victory.
6 players in double figures along the way for the Blue Devils.